Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Fasten your seatbelts for one of the great divisional rivalries in the NFL. This is the first of 2 games between these teams this year, and you know it's going to be entertaining. It's the Bengals going up against the Steelers. And with that, we'll send you up to the North Shore of Pittsburgh and Heinz Field by the Three Rivers as we headed over to our broadcasting team of Brandon Godden and Travis Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, and Heinz Field. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Zebra!
First and 10 for Dalton. Underneath, this is Bernard. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And it'll give the Bengals a first down.
Dagger! Blue 10! Dagger!
A first down throw coming for Dalton. And his throw here is incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. And this offensive unit should have a lot of juice coming off the big output that they had 1 week ago.
Nothing like confidence, is there? When you've played well the week before, you can't wait to get back on the field and do it again.
Second and 10. Dalton once more. And Matthews has it right side. A gain of 4 on the play. And that'll lead here to a third down. And the starting defensive unit here for Pittsburgh.
Cameron Hayward is a defensive lineman, but many of us, especially guys of my vintage, remember his father, Craig Ironhead Hayward, who was a running back. I think Cameron decided he'd rather hit people than be hit.
Now Dalton, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
And this will be taken at the 13. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Big 20, big 20, 20, big 20.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Love the run right there. And when you analyzed him coming out of college, when you tried to put a grade on him, you saw the flashes while he was in school, but you didn't see the full production. You didn't see the finished product. He's a little bit raw, but you can see why people liked him. Those types of runs make you think there's plenty more there, and we'll see if that continues for him.
Now, after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Zebra! Big 20.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to take another shot here. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Rashad Perriman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A very solid gain of 27.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Dalton, 1st and 10. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They established the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
They come up in an offset eye. And they give this time to the tailback. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
32.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to float this. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. An incredible play there on 4th down. 47 yards. So the chains are on their sides. It's 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack the team. How they attack him here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. We heard them talk before the game about utilizing the intermediate passing game this week. It works for them there. They move the chains.
And we saw them work on it in practice as well, and most teams take a period at a time to work on different things. They put a couple of periods of work into the intermediate passing game, and now we know exactly why. They got the look that they were seeking, and they were able to take advantage of it.
Zebra! Zebra! Man! Zebra!
Another look for Dalton on 2nd and 10. Caught Eifert over the middle. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
3rd down now following the completed pass.
Zebra! Zebra!
They'll come out in the pistol.
Zebra! Zebra!
They look to throw on 3rd with Dalton. And Eifert has it. And he's brought down after a good gain. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands,
speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together.
Trying to get it to Wheaton, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Steelers set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a 1st down. They'll set up to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And a double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something is just wrong with the ball or the wind or something is funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. The slot man in motion right. Dalton throwing on 2nd down. He drops it off for Bernard. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. Again, we'll see the pistol here. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. 2nd and 10. Dalton once more. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
Dalton, 1st and 10, finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll make it 2nd down. Offense in a good spot here, 2nd and 2. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Another chance for Dalton. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
3rd and 2 for Dalton. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game. And I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Dalton now to pass. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And now out come the Steelers. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And they're going to go soft on the corners. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
You don't have to be a finished product to show some pretty good glimpses of what could be in this league, and we just saw an example of it on that nice run there. When I looked at him coming out of college, I saw a guy with raw, terrific ability. I couldn't wait to see how it was going to be harnessed and polished up in the NFL. In fact, some people thought he could play a little slot receiver as well as run the football. This guy has the ability to be a big-time player with more seasoning.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
And 12 yards that time and picking up the first.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot.
And a loose football. And the Bengals grab it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number 1, maybe they're not having this deficit, and number 2, maybe they actually have the lead.
They'll set up a throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Brandon Cooks, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And he's got it up and through. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. Second down, Dalton. Eluding the pressure right. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And he's brought down. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
1st and 10 for Dalton. Underneath, this is Bernard. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it's a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field. One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush 1, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. And again, Andy Dalton to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then they don't come down with the football.
NFL teams last year a little under 50% on 4th down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4.
380.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. So they are going for it. Now Dalton looking deep downfield. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Play fake here on 1st down. And it's caught over the middle by the tight end Green. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough. Spring the tight end.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Rashad Perriman with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure.
Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Dalton throwing on 2nd down. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So a big sack on 2nd down. Now let's see what the offense has in store for 3rd. 3rd and long. What will Dalton dial up? And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. This is fielded at the 27. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Steelers will go on offense here. 1st and 10. They come up in an offset eye. They go play action here on 1st down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. And they're going to speed things up here.
10.
Back to throw here. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. Now back to throw. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man. And actually, Larry, hold that thought. We're right back to the action. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. They'll give it to him right up the gut. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, steering in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Now he's going to throw it, and this is caught inside the 5. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 58 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the interception by the Steeler D leads to a touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And the slot man goes in motion left. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Zebra. Ready.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Passing again. Dalton on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Dagger. Ready. 1, 28.
3rd down. A shot here for Dalton. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and build the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll look to throw toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and it's going to be a first down. Well done. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
How in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know they're going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. And quickly they get to the line. They'll give it to him right up the gut, and they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And his kick here is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see.
For so many years, I was convinced it was a myth. You know, you always hear about the smaller running back. Oh, he gets lost, you can't find him, and sometimes that's part of his genius. But it's true. You get behind big offensive linemen, the defensive line guys trying to find him, trying to peek around people to see him, and he gets lost. But this guy gets lost in a good way for his offense, picking up big yardage. Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It's a pickup of 14 there, and that'll be good enough for a Cincinnati first. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out the flat.
Hey, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. Well, earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Fakes the give to Bernard. Dalton. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Play action now. Dalton. He's got time in the pocket. And he hits his man, Matthews. 18 yards there and a first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. and reading your keys. You always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Dalton operating in the red zone now. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. But he was stopped on that play. But he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
59! Hey, go here, go here!
Back now in Pittsburgh, and this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. Now a handoff as they run left side. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to walk one. They've got his man complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Brandon Cooks, 77 yards. And the Steelers offense, they continue to pour it on. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
10 yards still left on 2nd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. 3rd down from the gun, Dalton. And he comes back with one complete. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. So the offense has it 1st and 10. A 1st down throw coming for Dalton. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A gain of 32 that time. And at this stage, down in the 2nd half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Dalton, 1st and 10. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
obviously this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do? You got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Set. Wide 20. Wide 20.
Play fake. Here's Dalton. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. An encroachment penalty here, maybe just a mental lapse, partner.
Sometimes you have to just watch the football. Make sure it's snapped before you're jumping.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I like to keep carrying it, thank you.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw it.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. They're actually very tuned, being warbled.
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Shift together here from the D-line.
Ready, blue 10.
Oh, design run for their wideout. And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing. Dalton on the screen. Bernard. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. And that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
They go play action here on 1st down. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. And he's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that last catch. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you're talking about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
So Dalton now. And Matthews has it right side. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it a second down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Zebra, ready, 380, zebra.
3rd and long. What will Dalton dial up? A bullet throw, but incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Wide, 20. Zebra.
And the back goes into motion. Big 4th down here. It's Dalton. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Ryan Shazier in there to drop him. And it'll be a loss of about 8. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room and get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes folks say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing it.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 29. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Zebra, blue 10.
It's do or die for Dalton. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And this looks to probably be the final play. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Zebra. Ready, 380.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Andy Dalton. Rush coming, and he's taken down. So, Charles, are able to complete what so often seems to be elusive, a shutout in the NFL. And maybe what's fitting is they ended the game on the field, that defensive unit on the field. What an exclamation mark.
And probably felt like they could go another 60 minutes without anyone putting points on the board against them. That's the confidence you gain throughout when you're pitching a shutout. And they're going to leave the stadium feeling like they're all 10 feet tall.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Heinz Field.